Welcome to the Next Chapter podcast. Welcome back to yet another episode of the Next Chapter podcast. I am your host, Monique. And can I just say, I'm super excited to be here, super excited you're here, and super grateful that you're listening to me. Welcome to all the new viewers and listeners, and welcome to the Facebook. What? Welcome to the YouTube family, to the Facebook family. That's so funny. To the YouTube family. I'm so glad my episodes, my podcast is on YouTube and my episodes are going to air on YouTube. So, welcome. I did not script this episode. I'm going full honesty, full raw, and just full vulnerable and just wing it. So, yes, this episode is about healing before dating. There is a lot of rumors and talk, and maybe you've heard it about people saying you need to heal before you date, or people that's saying you need to love yourself first before you can love someone else. And some of it, I think, is true, but some of it is not. And here's why. So, from a person that went through a lot of trauma, I can tell you that you don't have to heal before you date. But there's a but. There is a but. I think if you're up for the challenge, definitely go for it. But it's difficult. So let me tell you my story first, and then we can go from there. From a person that experienced a lot of trauma, and I did not heal before dating, I find that through my dating journey, I definitely healed in a lot of areas in my life. But the tricky part comes when you don't know you need to heal. So in my previous episode, I said that it is important to know that you need to heal. And in order for that to take place, you need to say, okay, let's put me aside for a second and let's focus on the other people. Because if you have trauma, you do not only hurt yourself, but you hurt other people. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let me explain. Yesterday. Now, I am very insecure, very, and especially with other girls. Like if my boyfriend greets another girl, I'm a very vigilant person. So I see very, very small things very quickly. So let's say the day he didn't touch my leg, and for some reason there is a girl friend, and for some reason he touches her leg, or he just smiles at her and greets her like a normal human being, I would pick that up and I would like play it over in my head that, okay, he did not touch me today, but he greets her with love. How does that work? You know, small things like that. And that makes me very insecure. Okay, so that was the backstory. So yesterday I trimmed his beard and it was so funny. I can't actually I can't actually tell the story, but I brought up another girl and it was just like in the moment, you know. And then we went to bed and he said that this is what he said. It feels to me like you're very harsh and this and this is toxic behavior. And I was like, no, it can't be me. It's you. So I'm like, why do you feel this way? Why do you feel it's toxic? Why do you feel I I'm harsh towards you, right? And so every time someone flashes the light on me, I'm just like, no, it can't be me. Flash the light back at them and ask them, how am I doing this? You know, that is very toxic. So I'm like lying there and I'm like going it over in my head. What is toxic? It's constant behavior of something that is harmful towards the other person. And I was like, oh my word. Am I toxic? Am, am I like leaning towards toxic behavior, towards this one thing? Because every time, like, and it's constant that I bring up other girls. And it feels to him like I'm telling him that he's cheating. And that is what I'm doing. So like I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm like, oh damn. Yeah, Monique, this is toxic behavior. And it blew my mind. And something inside me shifted. I was like, okay, I am behaving toxic, so I need to change it. And in my mind, I jumped to I need to heal from the things that makes me insecure so I can be a better girlfriend. Okay? But little did I know that yesterday or last night, something inside me healed because I acknowledged what I did wrong. I acknowledged that I need to change my behavior towards him. Otherwise, the person I love is going to get hurt, you know? And so it was like, oh my word, I'm healing, you know? Proud girly. Yeah. And that's what I want to say. That's what I want to bring towards the table is like, um, in order for you to heal, you need to acknowledge what you need to change. Okay? And a lot of us that experienced trauma doesn't want to come to the table and say aloud that I need to heal from this specific thing. It's just like, I need to heal. But from what? And this was in the previous episode as well. From what do you need to heal? What do you need to focus on that you need to heal? Because if you're telling yourself, I need to heal, I need to heal, I need to heal, but you're not actually, you're not clocking that you need to heal from this specific thing. Like last night, I need to heal from my insecurities so that I do not become toxic, or that I don't um, operate or manage in a toxic manner. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? It is insane. I'm a genius. I am a freaking genius. So, yeah, my mind definitely jumped towards, if I healed before I came into this relationship, it would have been better. You get what I'm saying? It would have been better if I healed before I started this relationship with him. Because, you know, you go through the tiredness of healing in front of this person, and you go through a little bit of heartbreak because he saw something and he pointed out my toxic behavior that I couldn't, because I'm operating in this toxic environment. So my nervous system is feeding on this toxic behavior, and it's fine by me. I've never told myself, oh, this is toxic. Maybe I should, maybe I should change it. It doesn't work that way. Someone points out to you, listen, this is toxic behavior. You need to change it, or I'm going to leave. You know? I definitely thought to myself that it would have been better if I healed before this relationship. But on the other hand, if I wasn't in this relationship, US could not be able to show me that I'm operating in this toxic behavior. I'm telling you that it is better to heal before you start a relationship. But in order to do that, you need to see what you need to heal from. Okay. And that's not always easy, because you're not going to sit there and you're going to think, okay, so I talk badly to my mother. Yeah, maybe it's because of this and this and this, and it's toxic, so I need to heal. Maybe if you have a great brain, but I'm not like that. So if you're like that, congratulations. But I'm not like that. I'm telling this story from my point of view. And if you can resonate, that's amazing. If you if you if you're not able to resonate, that's fine. That's your healing journey. So I'm telling it from my point of view. Okay. Um, so yeah, I'm not that type of person that sits around all day and then I think to myself, okay, this was toxic behavior. Maybe I should, yeah, maybe it's because of this. I should heal from this. I should heal from this. And I'm not actually sure if you need to do it that way. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way, but it's my journey. So, um, I don't know a single person in my life that sits with a pen and a paper and writes down what they need to heal from. Do you understand where I'm going? Because healing is not a set date. You can't say, listen, okay, a year from now or a month from now, I'm going to totally follow all the steps in order to heal. And then, you know, then I will be ready to date. then I will definitely be healthy, I will be ready, I'll be healed. It's not like that. You heal in moments like last night. You heal in your own time, and you heal what your body and your brain can, can take up. So if your body tells you it can't heal at the moment, you need to listen to it. Am I correct if I'm saying this? I think I'm correct. You know, another thing I told US last night is he asked me why I can't see that I'm in a healthy relationship. But I know I'm in a healthy relationship. But it seems to him that I can't comprehend the thought, or can't comprehend the actual healthy relationship. And I was like, oh my word. I can't function. I can't function yet in a healthy environment because my body and my brain, they are still in the toxic realm, if I can explain it like that. My body and my brain is still in the unhealthy, the toxic, the fight or flight mode. The I need to check everything, and I need to check everyone out before I actually bring my guard down. So they are still functioning in that environment, you know? Um, I'm not able to tell it, listen, we are in a healthy environment now. You can relax. It needs to heal in its own time. And that's the bummer. That's a sweet bummer. It's really, it sucks. But I am not going to force my body and my brain to, I'm not going to force them to operate in this healthy environment, because I think it's going to be bad. You need to heal in your own time. And I think that's what they mean when they tell us, or when people tell us, healing takes time. Because time looks different to a lot of people, to everyone actually. So healing takes time for me. Okay, I can see a realistic timeline in about, I don't know, maybe 2 to 5 years from now. And then for someone else, healing takes time, looks different to them. So they will put a timeline on, okay, healing takes time. Okay, maybe it can take 10 years. Healing takes time looks different to a lot of people. Yeah, that's what I want to say. That's all I want to say. I'm feeling so blessed, actually, that I have a healthy partner. Because you know what he told me when I told him, okay, so I didn't even tell you the whole story. I'm so sorry. So he came back. Oh, he went out after after he brought up how he felt. And then he went to the bathroom, and then he came back. And I was like, that's the time I took to realize that I'm actually functioning in this toxic in this toxic environment of myself. And so I held him by the head And I told him, I see that I am functioning in this toxic behavior. I will change it. I don't want to lose you, and I love you. And you know what he told me? He was like, it's okay. I still love you. Nothing changed. Oh, getting emotional, getting emotional. But that's really what healthy looks like. And from someone that came from a very toxic environment where everybody like shutted you out, and they shut you down every time you did something wrong. And here this guy is, and he's like, you know what? It's okay. Nothing will change the way I feel about you. And I was like, oh, man made in heaven. um, and that is what healthy looks like. It is not screaming and shouting and throwing things around and blaming each other and, fighting. Healthy is reassurance, love, backing you up, vouching for your mental health. And it's amazing. Yeah. I just hope everyone that went through the same thing I went gets a partner like I did, because I really scored. I really hit the jackpot. Yes, that's all I wanted to say. Oh my word, I'm sorry I got emotional all up in my feelings. But yeah, that's all I wanted to tell you today. And with this episode is that healing takes time. You'll have to take your time, and everything is going to be okay. It doesn't help you to overthink your healing. I mean, it comes in waves, and it comes when you're ready to heal. Because about 2 weeks ago, I wasn't ready to hear what I did last night. And 2 weeks ago, I wasn't ready to acknowledge the fact that I need to change my behavior. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. I'm so proud of myself. I'm really so proud of myself. And I want to tell you that you need to be proud of yourself as well. Okay? Every little thing you do, every little thing you take on, or even if you change your thoughts, or if you change little behaviors, it is a lot, and it takes a lot of your heart. But when you're through with it, you can be proud of yourself, and you can be proud of yourself for healing and for acknowledging that you need to heal. And I hope this episode wasn't too long. I don't think it was. I think it's always nice to talk to you, and hopefully you like to hear my voice. Um, yeah, I'm so excited for the journey ahead and for our what for our healing journeys. Yeah, I'm so excited. Um, it really changes you as person, and it like takes off the baggage that is on your back and on your mind. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say today. That's all I have for you today. I hope to see you again. Obviously, hello. I see you again next week for another episode of the Next Chapter podcast. The disclaimer that I did not say in the beginning of the episode is that I'm not a therapist, I'm not a licensed doctor. So please do not don't take it like a doctor would. Okay? I'm just your friend and I'm sharing my point of view. Sorry, that's actually Mal Robbins' thing to say. I'm your friend. Um yeah, we can be friends. I am just someone who shares my opinion and my experiences, and I'm happy that you're hearing them. So, yeah, I'm so glad you were here. I can't wait for next week's episode. Super glad we did this. And please like and subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.